What is up, everybody? It is I, the one and only FTK Slider here yet again, joined by Drumstick Chan. Now, what are you doing? My game's being weird. But, today is episode 1 of What the Hell, Japan? Your weekly dose of strange things from Japan. Now, on this week's episode, we're going to talk about a subject very near and dear to my own heart. I know the lighting is not the best. Let's see if I can fix that. No, still not too good. But we're going to talk about a subject very near and dear to my heart. Christmas in Japan. Now, for those of you that are unaware, Christmas in Japan is pretty much the same as it is here. It's just not as emphasized as a holiday because most people in Japan are either Shinto or Buddhist or somewhere in between. But Christmas is still a thing in Japan, and though they do Christmas at least somewhat similar to us, their Christmas is a lot different. As in America, which is what I'm familiar with, Christmas is spearheaded and mostly thought of as the fat man in the red suit, Kris Kringle, or Santa Claus as he is more commonly referred to. The map of GTA right there. He's also referred to Santa Claus. But in Japan, they more than Santa, they deem the Colonel Sanders, to be more of a staple for Christmas. Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. But basically, the Colonel slash KFC in general is a big thing around Christmas time in Japan. It's gonna be lit when I go to Japan, which will hopefully be soon. Preferably soon, no promises, but I might be going to Japan soon. But anywho, the Colonel is a big staple for Christmas in Japan. People around Christmas time will tend to go either eat at KFC or get something from KFC for Christmas. And it's just very odd because usually you don't think of Colonel Sanders when you think of Christmas. But because of foreign tourists being in Japan during Christmas and going to KFC because they just couldn't be bothered to go out and try and buy things on their own to make. So when they saw the Americans going to KFC at around Christmas time, they're like, "Oh, maybe we should go to KFC too." And that's become a big thing in Japan, going to KFC at around Christmas time or seeing Colonel Sanders. The next thing I want to talk about. What the hell y'all doing with your commercials? Like, seriously. I know I'm dark, but damn. Y'all commercials are weird. For those of you that are unaware of Japanese commercials, look up the Haichu commercial. That's all I need to say. That nothing else needs to be said about that. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's. I know this was a really short one, but yeah, it was just a short one. And next week's will most likely be longer, as I have more, or as I have a better, I'm in a better position to talk about things next week. Because this weekend, I turned out to be actually doing things against my better judgment. And it's been like legitimately just snowing its fucking ass off for most of this weekend. And being sent outside in the snow is very unpleasant, especially when you're wearing slippers at bumfuck early in the morning. and it's 9 degrees outside. I would avoid that if I were you, or negative whatever the fuck degrees it is in Celsius. But if you did enjoy, be sure to clutch kick that like button. Show your support. It's always greatly appreciated. And I will be doing another, hopefully better episode of this next week. Next week is that way. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for more updates about the channel. Subscribe if you're new or have not already. And add me on PSN, which is in the link to most of my videos or most of my gameplay videos, especially the ones more recently. But other than that, I dropped my drumstick. I have another one. Other than that, I will see you all in the next one. Sayonara.